of the internet, and welcome to another half hour ha. All right, today something super rad happened. I was playing on my xylophone, and when I hit two different tones at the same time, it sounded amazing. But then other two tones together didn't really sound good at all, and that made me wonder why. So I went to my super duper smart friend, Helmet Hat Carey. He's really easy to find. He's always outside the convenience store holding his fave cup. Gee, he really loves that cup. Well, anyway, I asked him why two tones at the same time can sound amazing or really cringy. And he told me that when two tones complement each other, they cause harmony. All right, I've never heard my xylophone talk, but maybe they're sneaky and do it at night when I'm sleeping. But I think I totally get it, because this one time I went to a super duper serious place. It was called church, all right? And I heard a mega sick choir. They were so good and singing different tones at the same time. Like, oh my gosh. But now I know they must be complimenting each other all the time. They did look like good friends. Other than that, church was a lot of reading and talking, which is really boring. But they did mention this one place. It's called heaven, and apparently it's even better than earth. Like, what? How is that even possible? But then I got confused, abnormally confused, because you see, I've decided to be healthy. I just heard that's like really good for you. So I had last night 3 pints of ice cream instead of my usual 5 because I'm healthy now. And as I was eating, I looked at the tub and I saw on it, it said a scoop of heaven. Like, only a scoop? Well, how many scoops until I get the whole real deal, huh? I mean, it sounds to me like I should just keep eating ice cream. So much ice cream that it's no longer good for you, it's bad. But I thought heaven was supposed to be good. So, I don't know, maybe bad things are actually heavenly and healthy things are actually bad, or maybe just if it's yummy, it's heaven, and if it's healthy, it's just healthy? I don't really know, but I thought today we could figure it out together with my next segment. Which one is it gonna be? I'm gonna bring out a bunch of things and I'm gonna taste it and I'll tell you if it's like heaven or if it's just healthy. All right, I'm gonna have my beautiful assistant, amazing, rad, lovely, nice, kind, talented, friend. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with this potato. Let's find out if it's yummy or healthy, heavenly. Oh, ugh. I think that's just healthy. Ugh, take that away. All right. Yeah, this is heaven right here. This is heavenly. I don't think that's healthy. Ugh, I already know I'm not gonna like this one. That's definitely just healthy. There's a reason why I don't have labels saying a floret of heaven. It's not good at all. Get away from me. Okay, what else am I gonna try today? Let's find out this band is healthy or heavenly. I don't know what this one is. Probably just healthy. Like harmonica. Yeah, harmonicas are just healthy. Swallow first. That one, I don't think that's healthy or heavenly. I almost couldn't breathe. Last one. This is heaven. Probably not healthy, but you know what? We're gonna find more about that later tonight after I get my sip of water. Because we have an amazing guest who's gonna have so much to say about it, okay? They're like really rad. They go on the radio, they host interviews, they're a musician, and they're my mom. So let's bring her on out. Carmen, my mom. Hello. This is beautiful face on camera. a bunch of important things. That one might be healthy. All right. Hello, Mom.
Well, hi.
How are you?
I'm terrific.
Okay,
How
good.
are you?
I'm amazing. Amazeballs, actually. Okay.
You are.
Are you ready?
I hope so.
Okay, because those two questions didn't count. The real questions start now.
Okay, here we go.
What is health? And is it like really important or just like kind of?
Health is super important.
Oh?
Yeah, it's super important because if you're not healthy, you feel horrible.
Oh my gosh. That is so true.
So true.
I eat a lot of ice cream and, sometimes it gives me stomachache.
And even if you don't feel horrible, if you're not healthy, it can have horrible things going on inside your body you don't even know about.
Like what?
Well, like cancer or all kinds of diseases. It just depends on what you're putting into your body. If you put unhealthy things into your body's going to be unhealthy.
I guess that makes sense. I never thought of it that way, but I guess it's not just kind of important. It's good to pay attention.
It's good to pay attention.
Just hold on to this.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Now, how does someone have health? How do you have that?
Some people are born healthier than others.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's kind of unfair.
it is. But sometimes people start off with a level of health more than others. But then the key is, what are you going to do with your body and with your health once you have what you have?
All right.
Yeah.
So as someone grows up, they
Right.
can gain health.
They can improve their health. Then they can gain health. Like if somebody starts doing unhealthy things, what they put in their body. I could get specific, but
I think we all know what
Yeah.
she's talking about.
Yeah.
Syrup.
Of course, syrup. And I kind of like syrup. But if you pull back on the unhealthy things, then yes, you can gain health.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes either way. However you're
Yes.
born, you can
Yes.
get healthier.
Yes.
Or if you're born healthy, you could also get unhealthy.
You could.
So it's a constant thing.
It sort of is.
Yeah, it's so exhausting.
It's part of life.
That's so hard. It's very hard. All right. Well, what's the wildest thing you've ever done to be healthy?
Okay. So when I was in my 50s, I lost my job and I was really depressed, right?
It's so sad.
And I know it was so sad. And I said, what am I going to do with all my time? So I decided that I was going to train for a half marathon.
Wow, that's hard.
It was. It was hard and it took work, but I did it. I went to the internet and I downloaded a whole schedule.
Wow.
Yes, of how to prepare for a half marathon. And then I researched on which half marathon I wanted to run.
Oh, are they
Yeah.
really different?
Yes, actually they are. Some of them are road half marathons and some of them are trail half marathons.
That one sounds like fun.
And of course that's the one I picked. Yeah, and so leading up though to the half marathon, you run every day, but then you kind of have like a practice race, a few practice races.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I did like a 5K and then a 10K. Yeah, and I did it on the trail and I did it on the regular road. And then I actually ran the half marathon.
Mom,
It was exhausting, but amazing.
that's wild.
It was wild.
Running is wild.
I mean, my body looked so good.
Oh, I bet though. I bet that must have felt good.
Yeah.
Kind of like a horse.
Yeah. Okay.
Not that
Okay.
but who runs other than horses? That one makes sense.
Well, dogs run.
Oh.
Hound dogs. What
Yeah.
are the running dogs?
I have one follow-up question about this.
Okay.
You're running, but what are you really running from? Or to?
Well, not really running to or from anything, honestly. I'm just sort of in that state of mind. I'm just being.
That is hard to understand. When I run, I just think, who would do this? My knees hurt.
Yeah, well,
It hurts your knees.
that is why there's different ways to exercise and to work your body. Okay, it doesn't have to be running. Running just happened to be my thing because I started when I was 14. You want to know why?
Yeah?
Because I had a heart murmur.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had a heart murmur, and the doctor every year I'd go and he'd listen to my heart and he says, "Oh, you have a heart murmur."
Oh my gosh, do I have one?
I don't believe that it was ever diagnosed. And so I said, "Well, what do I do?"
Yeah.
And they said, "Well, if you run, that could help your heart. If you do
Wow.
cardio."
Cardio,
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So, and you actually, I lived in Wisconsin at the time.
We're so close to
Just like,
Wisconsin.
hey, Wisconsin.
It's right up there.
And I started to run when I was 14.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah.
You do like to go outside. You like to do your walks and the running. That is wild.
To this day, I still walk.
Yeah,
Yes, to
walking
get out
is
there.
a little more sane. I guess you gotta walk.
Yeah. So
Unless
yeah.
you don't walk.
Right.
Some people don't.
Right. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now this one, you kind of mentioned this, but like if a bad thing makes you happy and happy is also healthy, then is that bad thing actually like really good?
Okay, that's a tough question. It's almost a trick question if you ask me. But I'm going to kind of turn this around a little bit.
Okay.
So I suppose a bad thing, let's say a bad thing is when you're feeling uncomfortable or something doesn't feel good at the moment, but at the end of it, it's actually a good result.
Oh, okay. So sometimes like a good thing won't feel good, but it will end up being good.
Okay, a good thing could feel good and it could end up being good, and it could also end up not being so good. Like all that ice cream you eat, it feels great.
It does.
I mean, I love ice cream too.
Yeah.
I gotta confess, sometimes I get my favorite and I eat the whole thing.
Duh.
I know.
I think it's wild if you don't.
But then afterwards, I said, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
So it's all about balance.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just learned about balance not that long ago.
But let's say you were doing a bad thing as in, I don't feel like when I was training for that half marathon, I mean, there were times when okay, now it's time to do the 8-mile run, right? Now it's time to do the 10-mile run to get ready. Didn't feel great at the moment. But afterwards, I thought, wow, I feel fantastic because I did this.
Aw, and running is good for you?
Everything should be done in balance.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Still don't understand people who run. That seems unhealthy sometimes.
Well, do you want to know really the healthiest form of exercise is, in my opinion?
Okay, what?
Swimming.
That's what I was gonna say.
Absolutely.
And it's so fun. You know who else swims?
Who?
Fish.
They do. They're probably the healthiest creatures on the earth.
Wow, I wish I was a fish.
Well, one day maybe.
Yeah, dreams come true. My mom always taught me that I can do whatever I want.
You can pursue it, baby.
As long as I'm not hurting anyone else or
That's
myself.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Words to live by.
Where and what the heck is heaven? What?
Okay.
Is it a real place? Does it taste like anything?
If you are a person of faith, you can find your definition of a physical heaven in the scripture.
Okay.
However, let's face it, we're on this earth. We don't really know what heaven looks like.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, we can find somewhat of a description. I don't want to get too theology-ish. But when you think about the description of heaven, they're really generally just speaking of the throne of God. But heaven is vast and huge if heaven is meant for all people who love God and love others, and there's a place for them eventually. It's got to be huge.
So big. I bet they
So
have to sleep
big.
in bunk beds.
We don't know.
Yeah.
So, if you think about it, so heaven on earth or paradise, you kind of think of the things that kind of reflect the character of God, who wants us all to live in harmony.
Oh, we're gonna get there.
Live in harmony and follow, what his teachings really were, which are so simple. And if you think about it, if you live in harmony with others, you love God, to the degree that you can achieve that, that's kind of heavenly.
That's heavenly. Wow, that takes a lot though.
It can be a state of mind. It can be a place on earth, to kind of be a reflection of what heaven might be like.
Okay.
We can never really duplicate what heaven is because we've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
No, we've never seen it.
Yeah. I wonder, so if there's like ghosts, they probably didn't make it to heaven, huh? They're still here. Or do you think they travel back and forth?
Well, what do you mean by ghosts?
Like people who have died. And then they're still like around though.
Okay.
Like, hey.
you really want to get into this theological conversation.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm so confused. I heard about heaven and I
Okay.
had no idea.
Here's the thing. Life is consisted of the body
Okay.
and the breath.
Okay.
Okay, when a person dies, they still have the body.
Mm-hmm.
Their breath is gone.
Yeah.
They're gone. Now, this is not popular theology, so take it for whatever you want. But so therefore, no ghosts.
Like at all?
No.
No. Oh.
No.
I wonder what I'm seeing late at night.
Angels.
That is like so pretty. I love that idea. There's tons of angels in my house all the time then. That's so weird. Well, okay.
Or evil spirits.
Oh,
We don't want to talk about
that's really mean. That's scary.
Yeah, so angels, baby, angels.
Angels.
Yeah.
Angels look really different than what I thought. Oh wait, but does heaven taste like anything? If you chose one thing that like tastes like heaven, and we don't know.
I mean, really, ice cream is kind of at the top of my list, right?
Mine too. You can tell she's my mom.
Yeah.
Because we love ice cream.
Yeah.
All right, but this actually you also kind of mentioned very lightly. We don't know what it is.
Heaven.
Heaven, yeah.
Right.
We keep trying to figure it out.
Right.
But like, why are there so many different interpretations of heaven? I hear it all the time. Like heaven's this, heaven's that. Heaven's a big bottle of something clear that looks like water.
You know, I think it depends on the perspective of that person.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just the individuality of that person. Because for them, like for us, ice cream is sort of heavenly, right? But for somebody else, broccoli could be it.
Ew.
I mean, seriously, right?
That's so bizarre.
Right? But there you go. There's a contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so. So we're just all figuring it out based on our own perspectives, wants, desires, needs.
True. And if we're going to bring it back around to God, God gave us all of those things, and He also made us also different.
So, oh my gosh, I think I got it. So like maybe we all have like a personal heaven.
Well, we have a personal relationship to heaven.
Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense a little bit, but that's a lot of people in one place.
It is. Well, right.
Did you might have already answered this one, but like, you know, how would you describe, there's so many different perspectives, we don't know. How would you describe heaven?
You know, I've never been there, but I guess I would say it's somewhat like Hawaii.
Have you been, oh, you haven't been to Hawaii.
I've been to Hawaii, but I've heard about it.
It's a kind of a similar thing, because you haven't been to Hawaii, you haven't been to heaven, but
exactly.
maybe heaven is just dreams.
Also that can be, you know, because when you read about heaven, you have a picture in your mind that starts to develop and form.
Wow, that makes sense why we all have many, because you read something, you can hear something, and you might have a different interpretation.
Yeah.
You hear something different than what that person heard.
But depending on that person's perspective and how they grow up and, you know, and what they relate to. And I mean, there are people who have heard of things that we've never heard of. So we wouldn't even, you know, I mean, in other countries.
Yeah.
Or even in Chicago.
Yeah. There's a lot of people.
There is.
Heaven is getting a little bit more confusing again. I liked it when it was just a tub of ice cream.
Well.
All right. Well, you have your own interpretation. We all think we know or have an idea. How do you think, though? If someone was like, I want to get to heaven, how do you think that would happen? How's your advice to them?
How to get to heaven?
Yeah, how would you get to heaven? What's your advice? Someone comes to you like, Carmen, Kate's mom, I want to go to heaven. How do I get there?
To learn how to live in harmony while you're down here on earth.
Harmony.
To live among others, love others, accept others.
That's all really nice too.
Yeah.
We should just be doing that because it's good.
Right. Which, of course, you know, as created beings of the Heavenly Father, that's what He made us to do. Is to love Him and to love each other.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
But it's really hard.
Well, it's only if you allow a lot of garbage to come in. Kind of like feeding garbage to your body, you can feed garbage in your mind. And if you let that just, you know, ruin everything for you, then yeah, it is hard.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, it is kind of simple, but it does seem hard to just be kind and good and loving. Why do so many people struggle with that?
Probably because they weren't given that when they were growing up, which is very sad. I don't want to make you cry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I know the sadness exists.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish that they can find some good, loving people in their life, and maybe they can turn it around.
Or they're a psychopath.
Oh, those are really scary.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Moving on.
I'm gonna try to be good.
Yeah.
I think I'm good though. Do you think I'm good?
Yes, I do.
I think you're good too.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So, what's the point? You keep mentioning this word harmony. What's the point of it?
It's kind of like bringing color into your life when
Okay.
you have harmony. Okay. Do you remember when you were a very little girl,
Sometimes.
wee little girl, and you started learning how to play the violin?
Oh yeah.
And you were taking from this wonderful teacher, and she said to me, Caitlin really has a gift and has an insight musically that not a lot of people do. And I said, oh, really? And she said, yes, because Caitlin hears harmony, hears music in color. You describe the music with colors. And she said, that doesn't always happen.
That's a
So,
real thing though.
Mhm.
There's I didn't go to the big convention talking about this, but there are colors really associated with different tones.
Exactly.
I remember I did meet somebody and they said, I'm wearing C major today, and it was just all the primary colors.
See, you probably could see the sound waves in your head and they came out in colors,
That's so sciencey. Sound waves are like advanced.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I should have been a scientist.
Maybe.
It's not too late.
Never.
So, where does harmony begin and end?
I think that harmony begins when you interact with somebody else
Okay.
because that's more than just you.
Yeah, that is. You
Okay.
can't really harmonize alone.
And it ends if you just go it alone.
Oh wow. So harmony is really like it's a feeling of togetherness, even.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Is it anytime two people get together? Like those tones. Some tones sound really good. Some tones don't. So.
Okay, so you were discussing that and you said, oh, some tones sound terrible. But let's think about that for a minute because well, you've done enough music to know that when you are leading up to something, sometimes you run into a dissonance and you think, ugh. But then when it's resolved or when it moves past that dissonance, it just becomes something so incredibly moving in interiorly speaking. Like, oh my goodness. Dissonance, can be a good thing, can be a beautiful thing.
Wow.
I know.
So okay, so it's kind of like let's say that I have two tones. I'm gonna grab it real quick. I gotta show you this.
Okay.
I gotta move the baby.
I mean, honestly, also, if you think about it, there's a lot of musicians that have experimented with just clangy dissonance and they create entire works,
So
musical
dissonance
works.
is not harmony. Dissonance is not harmony.
I would say dissonance is not harmony, but it is two tones or more playing together.
That kind of sounds nice. What are two tones that would not sound good? That's creepy.
Yeah.
And then, so let's say that these two tones, they're fighting.
Yes.
Dissonance. They're like really upset.
Yeah.
And then, where do they go from there?
See, that's bad.
Ooh, that's so scary.
See, you do it. Do that one, that one, that one. That's kind of sweet.
That does. So it starts dissonant, fighting. We made up.
Yeah.
We're fighting. And then we made up.
Mhm.
Wow. So these have a purpose to
Every
make the
note.
nice thing even nicer.
Exactly.
Because this would be boring.
Yeah.
It's boring.
Yeah. Or think about jazz.
Jazz is so hard.
And there is dissonance in jazz.
Yeah, I don't think I understand jazz. I feel like I should be thinking about something when I listen to jazz, but all I can think of is, ah.
Okay. Well, in jazz, it's called creating the tension and then the resolution of it. And when it's resolved, and it's like,
Wow, music really, it's just like life.
you know what's so interesting about that is I play for a church and they love jazz.
Really?
Yes, they love when I have, these tones that are all kind of, and then you just kind of almost hear a collective breath throughout the congregation.
That's some power. That's some power to
Music
like
is
pull
total
them
power.
in
Absolutely.
and then let it out. Oh,
My
you drive them
objective
crazy
is to make
first
them cry every week.
That's kind of mean.
No, it's not mean, because that means that you've pulled emotion out of them.
Oh, okay. Because music really does affect you. Because sometimes I hear music and I go ooh, and sometimes I hear music and I'm like ah. Sometimes I hear music and I don't even know. Do not even know. That was a big question.
All your questions are very big.
Yeah.
I guess I did my job well.
You're doing really
You're
good.
sort of way over my head now with all these questions.
You're way over my head with all these answers.
Ah.
I am learning a lot though, which is good.
Cool.
But okay, so what role does harmony play in your life? Are you good at harmony or with it?
Truthfully speaking, I
Always.
could be better in harmony.
Okay.
But that's because I don't want to say I'm isolated, but maybe I don't interact with as many people as I did, when I went to work every day, and now I work from home.
Oh yeah.
However, the interviews that I do have, there's always a harmony that's achieved, when you are able to talk to somebody and get their heart and get, what they're really thinking. And then, so my goal is to really get their message through the airwaves. And so that's good. But yeah, but there's a lot of different ways a person can go after harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because harmony is kind of hard to achieve alone.
Yeah.
It's kind of a partner or
Yeah.
group
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
well, I was gonna actually ask this before. Like, can you have harmony with yourself?
Yes. Okay. And I'm going to say that that's a lot about self-care.
Okay. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I heard it's really good.
It's very good. And so when you take care of yourself, that means you're getting all the parts of you balanced. Right? Like if I ran too much, that would not be good, and I would not be in harmony with my body. If I ate ice cream every single day, as much as I might want to, that would not be good for my body.
Yeah.
But if all I did was eat gluten-free whatever, that would be really dull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So.
And I would be lacking something.
Can you still need that happiness? Bad things can be happy sometimes.
I suppose.
It's really confusing.
I can tell.
I don't get it. Well, I hope you find some more people to harmonize with.
I
You
do
know what?
too.
Do you want to choose one of my friends?
Okay.
You can choose. There's a baby.
I like your teddy bear. Oh, see, it's even all about love.
It's all about love.
Yeah.
Love is so good.
Love is amazing.
Do you feel like you're in harmony with the bear?
I do. Well, now see, there you go. Are we one or are we in harmony?
Oh.
But anyway.
What?
I know,
What are
right?
one? So like, let's say you're a C and I'm a C.
Right.
We're not even harmonizing. We're just doing the same tone.
Unless one of the tones is off key.
Then it's dissonant.
There you go.
And they'll come together maybe if they,
Right, but you talked about the choirs, and sometimes there's sections in a song where it's just all unison, and it's incredible because you have all of these voices, and you can't really tell one voice from another. That's pretty amazing. So is that harmony? Maybe.
Wow. That's really confusing for people teaching music. But I kind of get it. Sometimes I help out and I teach music to friends. And when I teach them to all play together, we have to all play the exact same thing. So it sounds like a giant playing that instrument and not just like 10 people.
Right.
That's kind of, I've heard those church monotone things.
Yeah.
They're kind of like chanting
Like Gregorian
God
chanting.
and I am one of the ones who loves God and I don't know what they say.
It's not really monotone though.
Oh.
It does sort of go up and down a little bit.
I am and the person and I. Can you do it with me? I am with.
No.
I guess we can't.
I can't see. I'm not much in harmony with your head. I'm sorry, baby.
We weren't trying to harmonize yet. But before we get there, I have a last big question.
Yeah.
So we can't see harmony, right?
No, we can't see.
Just like we can't see heaven.
Correct.
That's
Although I think that you can have more tangible examples of heaven than you could harmony.
Right. Because harmony is truly in our heads.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But if we could see harmony, like what do you think it would look like? You'd be like
Like
cute.
a rainbow.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Because we're back to color.
That makes a lot of sense. I
Yeah.
think you're right about that, actually. I think that harmony is a giant rainbow. That's like harmony on Earth, because Earth is providing that.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think it's the universe, because it goes out, right? How far does a rainbow go?
Well, it goes as far as the refraction of the sun on the clouds, I guess.
What?
It doesn't go ever, it doesn't go from one end to the other all the time.
No.
Right. Like if you were looking at a rainbow here, I probably wouldn't see it in California.
Oh my gosh, Mom, you know what I just realized?
What?
Rainbow's a perfect example of harmony, because what's right before a rainbow?
The rain.
Dissonance, rain.
Yes.
And then it resolves into a rainbow.
Yes, there we go.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
I think.
Mhm.
I asked that one, yeah.
Okay.
I asked, yeah. Do you have anything you want to ask me? She does interviews all the time. She's on radio. So I'm nervous interviewing my mom, because like she's my example.
Oh, do I?
No, you don't have to. I mean, you could, or you can think of your own question.
Boy, I didn't think about what to ask you. How you doing?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm with my mom.
Yeah.
I'm on my wonderful show at the Cozy Corner.
Yeah.
And we have some more exciting things coming up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I thought that today, and the theme of health
Mm-hmm.
and heaven, we're gonna do a fun segment called Cooking. But I thought that just cooking, we have the health, we have the heaven, but what we need last is harmony.
Right.
I thought it was gonna come on screen with harmony. There it is. Now we're harmony. Me and Miranda, and the computer, and the stream. All right, so let's go into the kitchen. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do.
Nice.
You can take your friend and leave your phone. She just left that friend as fast as she could.
Well, we're gonna do stuff.
That's true.
We're gonna do stuff. All right.
Okay, so we're in the kitchen.
So excited.
And for cooking today, we obviously have to do something healthy.
Yes.
So these are all healthy ingredients.
Yep.
But it's also heavenly, because this is called, you want to say it together?
1, 2, 3.
Haystacks! Now, we were both raised Seventh-day Adventists, and this is a Seventh-day Adventist, staple.
Yes.
So we're going to make some haystacks.
Yes, we
healthy,
are.
heavenly. Where's the harmony, you ask? Huh? I'll tell you. Right here. We're going to harmonize while we make them.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, so how do we want to get started? You want me to kind of walk you through it? You want me to make you a bowl?
Shh. And I will do it. I'm going to follow you, and you're going to sing. And
Okay.
We can go back and forth on harmony, maybe.
Okay, so this spoon is for everything else.
Spoon
The
for
spoon.
everything.
Okay, let's pick up a bowl.
I got my bowl.
All right. So a haystack,
Haystacks.
Seventh-day Adventist
Seventh-day Adventist
dish.
dish.
It was
It was
sort of put together in the 1950s
1950s.
by a named Ella.
Ella.
Okay, so this is how we start. This is how
How
we
does this
start.
is how we start?
We start with the hay. The hay is
Is the
chips.
chips.
Okay.
Wow.
Your bowl.
That's definitely heavenly.
All right. And so, what do you think is the least healthy thing in all of this?
Sour cream.
No, that's a good one.
Really?
No, I was going to say it could be. I'm going to say probably the chips.
Oh, well, I thought that didn't count.
No, that doesn't really count.
I don't forget to sing.
Beans.
Here's
Here's
the beans. I love beans. So
black
these
beans.
are black beans.
You can use any kind of
You
beans.
can use any kind of beans.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
This is the way
This
we
is
pour
the
the beans,
way.
pour the beans,
Pour the
pour the
beans.
beans. This is the way we pour the beans on the chips.
Chips.
Okay, now next, here we're gonna need this spoon. Let's see, so you can put this in any kind of order.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter, but I would say, let's do the lettuce next. Lettuce.
Lettuce is next.
Yep. Okay. Now, do you like
Do
hot,
I
hot,
like
hot, hot,
hot
jalapenos?
jalapenos? Yes.
Okay. Does Miranda?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
How's a secret?
Jalapenos. Jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
Okay, here we go. Your turn.
Here we go, my turn. I'm gonna put the jalapenos in the bowl.
Okay. Then we have the little red
Little red
onions. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Sprinkle.
Okay, you didn't see that. Your turn.
And now it's my turn to put the onions in the bowl.
Okay.
Ooh.
Corn.
Love corn.
All right.
I love corn.
Yellow,
Yellow,
corn.
yellow, yellow corn.
You know what I'm noticing about this?
What?
The colors are blending beautifully.
Ooh, this is a harmonious dish.
Very harmonious dish.
Harmonious.
Oh, she loves the corn. I think your cat wants some too.
Marco.
Olives.
Olives.
You can put anything on a haystack that's healthy, any kind of vegetable.
Ooh.
Yeah, but these are the traditional.
Well, we're all about. Oh, you know what I'm gonna sing.
Tradition.
Tradition.
Okay. Tomatoes, tomatoes. Do you prefer?
I love tomatoes.
Love the tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Okay, your turn.
It's my turn. It's my turn. It's my turn to put in the tomatoes.
Okay, let's see here. Now I'm gonna see how. Here, show him how pretty it looks.
Everybody, big reveal. Oh, ooh, ah, ooh. Ready?
Okay.
Use your bowl too.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
But we're not done.
Almost done. So I'm going to leave this up to you. Do you want to do the salsa last or the sour cream last?
Salsa last.
Okay. So next is the sour cream. Here's the sour,
Here's the
cream.
cream.
Plop.
Plop.
Okay.
Want me to do yours?
Sure, because you like it. Sour cream.
Plop. Plop.
Okay. One thing I forgot was the avocado, but they were too hard at the store that I just couldn't have even cut into it. So
What's the point of that avocado?
yeah, I know. So avocado would be amazing.
Avocado.
All right. And finally, the salsa.
The salsa.
You put how much you want. There we go. And a little plop on top. All right. And that, my friend.
Right, big reveal. 1, 2. Oh, you're already revealing. Haystacks. These are haystacks.
Okay, let's put the lid back on here so we don't have any accidents. I don't think
Whoopsie.
Marco would clean it up as much as he's staring at us.
No.
Okay, we'll take this out.
I'm gonna grab him though. Watch him be really upset. Ooh.
Okay, do you want to see if he likes sour cream? Marco, you want some sour cream? Oh, he says maybe or not.
Well, he's a picky eater. He likes really cheap cat food.
All right.
All right, amazing. Do we want to save this for later?
Oh,
Oh,
cheese. Oh my gosh, I forgot the.
I remember the cheese. Ready?
Oh, okay.
Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy.
Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy.
Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy on the
Haystacks.
stacks.
There we go. Isn't that?
We're getting pretty good at this.
Okay, you want to do it?
Yeah. Let's do it again. I like that part.
Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy.
Stacks.
Okay.
All right.
That was fun. We should cook more often.
No. But this was fun.
It was fun.
I liked it.
We did good.
Okay, real quickly, last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna sing something about the haystacks in harmony, harmonious dish with the two harmoniers.
Harmonizers.
Oh, yeah.
So what are we gonna do?
I'll follow you.
Oh my goodness.
She's a musician, guys.
But I didn't think about this. This is the way you make a haystack. Make a haystack. Make a haystack. This is the way we make a haystack all in the
other room because we have another thing we're gonna do.
All right.
So, Mom, I think you're like a fantastic dancer.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I steal most of my moves from her. But do you ever feel like it's just like a lot of pressure? It's kind of hard to dance?
If I went to a nightclub, I certainly would.
Well, you're in the best nightclub ever, my Cozy Corner.
Woo!
And we're not going to dance, actually, because
No.
dancing is really stressful.
It is stressful.
But it's good to move your body.
I agree.
So we're going to move our body
All right.
to some royalty-free music
Okay.
right now. You ready for this?
All right. I'm
go.
ready for this.
The end. Mwah.
All right.
Wow. What an episode.
Totally.
You taught me so much today.
Well, thank you, my dear.
I mean, okay, so I learned that, actually, I don't even know what I learned about heaven. It's real, but it's so many different things, or maybe nothing, but it's probably something. That one I'm still gonna work on.
Yeah.
But then I also learned that harmony is something that you should do with other people. And that's so nice. That to remember that, you know, to be good and loving, which can get you to heaven. And that's harmonious. And we can kind of have that every day of your life if you make good choices.
Here, here.
What did you learn?
I learned that my daughter has deep thoughts.
Who knew?
Right? No.
It's true.
Yes.
All right, well, we're going to sing goodbye. Would you like to sing with us, Mom?
I will go along with you.
All right. Do you want to play an
Yeah.
instrument?
I'll play the piano.
Look, she does play the piano for real, for real.
But I'm going to let you get started on your little daisy rock.
Did you guys know that my mom, she bought me this guitar
Yep.
when I was just 11 years old because I was playing violin so religiously. So she's like, oh, well then you deserve this guitar. You think I'd be really, really good at it, but I'm not. I'll play the chords and then we can sing. Oh. I think it's... Is that... Okay. I figured out where I am. For watching me and my mom. Woo! Woo! Tune in next week for an awesome band coming on the show. Mini skirt. Bye.
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 Bye.